Don't like the dust. Right. Let's see where things are. Probably stairs, right? Shield. Right, and there's going to be a question of... We're very familiar with that at this point. Portrait? Who's been portraiting?
Against all odds, I had stumbled into Kain's own mausoleum. This seemed an unlikely coincidence.
Clearly we were intended to wander into his grave. Nothing can just be a coincidence. It's all the machinations of an octopus and his bold friend. Was that Kain before then? Somehow he looks different than I expected. Sort of imagined he had the white hair before being a vampire. A little bit. Now, you know, the closer I get, I kind of see it. This is my face, Raziel. It's real now, not like the vampires before. What? Are you... So are you implying that vampires don't have real faces? That's for me to know and you to find out, dickhead. Please don't take that as mine. Kain's family crest, though.
Kain's family crest.
I've got to say Kain's family crest before you all attack me. He had a family crest, you see. And so now... What if it's not? I've heard you say that a couple of times, and here's the thing. No. I don't believe you. Now you must provide the world ownership certificate to end the dispute forever. I bet you have no such thing, do you? Yes. You silly fools. They bothered putting an artist's signature on the portrait. That's what we call attention to detail. You have to know that it was made by the famous Curtha Henry. I think that's the signature of Kenny Hari. K something H something, alright? Look, it wasn't meant to be scrutinised that closely. Certainly not with this few pixels. There's a shadowy shape. But no, I need to change its nature. Which is slightly misleading. I mean, at least they put the orb puzzle in to sort of get you to expect that, right, you've got to change the light to dark and vice versa. Otherwise, that'd be frightfully confusing. Oh, don't come out the walls. Naughty. Pokey prod. Need that from you. The mad dash of men. No, I need you to be in the air for this bit. Fine. Return to the wall from whence you came. Oh, now we are beholden to Kain's own exact face. Open. Anything for pointing you over here? No. There's nothing any other way, it would seem. It is only the one door. That's my own shadow. Those aren't my shadow, those are something else's. That's why I was concerned about it, you see. It turned out to be a legitimate concern. I said concern twice. I'm so rattled by the phantoms that I said concern twice. Right, and I'm only continuing to say concern more times as I continue to explain this. It's just gonna get worse the longer I have to stand here explaining to you what's happened. Alright, you need to get with the program on your own time. I'm at too much risk standing here doing this. Drinky, please. There's no drinky within range. Thank you for all the fog demonstrating where to put. When you have a thing that needs to go in a place, that place lets you know with turquoise gas. Ah! Drinky. Aha! Push! Let me push. I know what to do. I've already grasped the general concept. I let go of it and it flew away. That is the general idea of falconry. There's the... I want to make it somewhat equidistant. Equidistant-esque. Oh, I can't physically move it any further back than that, it seems. Because I was going to say, I feel like any further back, and I'm not going to be able to get onto Silly Beggar's landline, am I? Can't... No, I can. Am I meant to be able to? It's unclear. But I'll do what I must for the kingdom of trust. Poke and twist. Ha ha ha. In I go. Sword in hand, I beckon you to dance. Oh. Well, thanks for giving away the solution to the puzzle. Fucking hell. There's nothing there for that to have happened about. I was gonna put the thing on there first, so it made sense why I would do that. And you've gone and pissed that away. You've gone and pissed everywhere. Egg. Take egg. Faceted orb. I mean, it's a public service, really, allowing you to hear Raziel say faceted orb. Let's,
Faceted orb.
Outstanding. Right. Now let's place the faceted orb. Tasty egg of the sun. Bring me the progress. It has begun.
Again, I experienced that odd sense of displacement as I was transported to the vampire ruin once more. But this chamber was different than the first.
It had a light one in it. And that is the only difference, which is my other big complaint. Not only are the ruins smaller, they are also basically identical to each other. So yeah, big step down in terms of that. The whole elemental acquisition aspect.
In their defeat, the vampire's enemy retaliated with a terrible curse, afflicting the vampires with a bloodthirst that turned their once noble race into ravenous predators.
Sir?
This curse plunged the vampires into despair and apparently drove many to madness and self-annihilation. What was it that so devastated them that they were driven to suicide?
Don't like drinking blood, I've only got 3 fingers. You need more than 3 fingers to drink blood. Ah, I'm an abomination. But I've got very good interior decorating sense. Here's the other thing about me. More shufting. More shufting. We need reasons why you can't just go and get the hourglass. And so we've placed the curse of shuft upon you. Well, there's shadows to get away. What we got in here? Anything juicy? Any tasty remnants? No. No, no evidence for me. Wait. Flop. Is there anything on the... I don't want to bother with frogs mostly. I'll bother with some frogs, but any more than these, and I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to fuck off. Well, I have to ask you to fuck off now. Now, I appreciate you only just got here in order to find that out. You're a little, I think the frogs are more or less infinite. We may be suffering from infinite frog disease. So I'm just gonna have to take all the corpses off me and call it a day. What we got in here? This. Nothing newsworthy. Oh, I can just get it, can't I? And then things will probably open up. Why are you putting the arm in that the Reaver isn't on? Can I ask? Does it go wrong if you put the sword in directly? Hello?
I had succeeded. The Reaver was forged with the power of light, and now my way was clear. I would seek out Ariel at the pillars and see if she could enlighten me.
Enlighten, Light Reaver, you see. Funny, haha. Right, I forgot about these fuckers. Now, do I need the Reaver to be the same element as them? Or the opposite? I'm not, to be honest, observing a difference. If it matters, it may just be a visual effect for them. It may not actually have an impact. But we like to break statues regardless. You've swatted me away. I've lost all sense of how to fuck. No. There might be stones on you, but there's other stones I can remember as well that weren't on you. So you know, there's a lot of people who are stones and don't resort to all this. Sometimes you gotta just admit when it's you doing the stuff and not the masons. Oh, it's so easy to blame the stonemasons. Blame anyone who's ever worked on a pillar. Anyone who's ever worked with marble. Oh yes, I know exactly the stones you blame. I think that is just like wildly unsafe of a move for me to do. It's better to... Now you see you've exploded and your explosion has damaged the world. Marvellous. Where's the plate? When have you had a plate? Here's my tome. Meaning that the next one has a plate. Thank you for these. Oh, the plate's all you have. It's all we can hope for, to have a plate. Well, that lets me back up. There's not another one down here before I go fuffing about, is there? There is not. Good. These things are good to establish. Up I go with my rectangular foot shadows. Uselessly creased as I am. I can but bend. To the whim. Then we know where the other one is, don't we? It's the other way. But I just want to check. Oh, does this describe a perfect circle? Oh no, because I came up from a different place, didn't I? So it's... Right. Yeah. That makes... Will you? Sometimes the springs get disobedient, and I think that's a shame. Yeah, we just established that that is just going to make me fall down. So what we want instead is this. Delicious! We have done it! I can't believe we succeeded. What's all the twiddly bits going round and round? There's just ancient triangles living within the machine. Is the only way to exist through a bar? Must I have no choice? Anyone want to? No, the only way out of this is frogs. I must eat the frogs if I want to survive. We keep telling you. We keep telling you the secret of frog survival and you keep ignoring us. Yeah, that one just emerged from the wall. Proving the irrelevance of all that I intend to achieve. There will always be more. There will always be more frogs squamping out of in different shapes. You can but flee. I think they could get away with being slightly less constant, to be honest. I guess they want there to be more of a threat if you end up running out of health. Because in previous games, like, being killed and having to become a ghost was really more of an inconvenience. I guess they wanted to balance this more so that, like, there would be as much of a threat of death as if you played with Kain. And so their solution was just an infinite number of frogs attacking you, always bothering you when you're trying to do ghost puzzles.
I have the means now to depart the cemetery. I only needed to find the gate that would send me on my way.
But first I needed to find the funny bonus. The funny bonus is more important. Will you fuck off? Who's not been fucking off properly? Right, this one's made of light. You don't like that, probably. It's your antithesis. Oh! We don't like the antithesis. Crowd around it quickly. We have to overwhelm this man. This skeletal fuck who dares illuminate our faces near a faceted orb. Yeah, I thought the orb would have done it. Look at that, that's really going off. As I approached the shrine, the faceted orb popped the fuck off. Trying to ascertain if I can jump up here and have there be funny. I think we've actually been up there in order to get the orb, and the orb was all. The orb is all! The orb is all, and now there's darkness prods. Go through! Go through indeed. Light time. Yes. A semi-henge I've stood upon, and now we go. You don't have to ambush me with 4 men while I'm having a drink. Okay? Every time. This has just been a week of drink interruptions. Always by the same ghouls. Like, don't put me in the ceiling while I'm doing my fun spin move. I'm trying to look cool. Ah. No. You're making my numbers go down. All of them, right? Here, now. Like, I can flash into you and they get blinded by all the flash. That's what I am capable of in my special swish mode. Now, you haven't the wits to face me. Look again at where you want to go. In case you hadn't been down here yet, this is where you're going. You don't get to tell me where I'm going. Right, let's use the... because it stops them all from seeing for a little... No, I wanna hit the one who's a threat. Not all the... You turned blue. Oh, you're not meant to turn... I can turn blue, but you're not meant to use it for this. Oh! You're not meant to use it to be a nuisance to me! Oh, fuck. There's another one. Oh! You're perverting the very notion of what it means to be blue. You're doing it again, even as I speak. I gave you so many chances to repent. Ah. This is not what Eiffel 65 Dabba-dee Dabba died for. Well, how many bloody sorcerers do you need? This is too much. Even if you want to have a little drink in a puddle, this is too many. Alright? I know that drinking in a puddle leaves you prone to excess, but even by those standards, you know, it doesn't explain all of it, does it, really? You can only blame a puddle for so much. I'll belong you in this world if you're not fucking careful. This is a lot of men. Again, I guess they've upped the threat because we essentially get a bonus life. To be honest, I thought they'd reduced our health to that effect. Certainly it's a very little spiral and it's not a very impressive swish. Certainly the fun flask that Kain gets felt bigger. Might be an illusion of the mind. But in the end... Oh, for fuck. Are you dying or just blind? Do you just have eyesight? There we go. Oh, the eyesight. There we go. Stands on a stepladder. Betraying you. Perforate the carcass. There's not infinite blokes as well, is there? Infinite frogs was almost understandable, because, you know, in a spirit world a frog can be anywhere. These are just physical humans. You can't just keep having them forever. Sooner or later you run out. Where are they all coming from? Where's the bus bringing these fuckers in? Are you living on the skylight? I don't think I can get you now that I've jumped. No matter, let's just get the thing in here that we fucking came for. I'll tell you something, we're going to be catching up the Kain in terms of combat experience, aren't we? We'll perforate all manner of carcasses by the time this is over. We may even redeem the coupons. Something he could never do. He could never quite figure them out. Do I just take them to the cashier, or when it has a code on it? Do I need to put the code on anything? Is this only online? I don't get online shopping. It's not been invented yet and won't be for centuries. Fucking Mobius going to the future to get coupons and giving them to vampires in the past to confuse them. That's why they died out. they couldn't figure out what the coupons were for, and they just all had aneurysms and died. Tremendously severe coupon damage to the brain. Right, I think I need you all to fuck for a few seconds a day. The most brief and immediate fuck you'll ever need. Right, take this. Take some of this and hover forever. Ah. I thought we were almost done, but they just put everybody in the world between me and that objective of being finished. I can scarcely believe you. Oh. God damn it, fucking leave me be. Sooner or later. Alright, but not anything else. You almost teleported and then you didn't really. Could I maybe have been using my shadow magic this whole time to create the fluffed particles? If I change now, I'll lose all the charge. I'll have to start from the beginning with no sorcery to my name. But it could perhaps have made my life easier. Right. All of you stop. Let's test the theory. Of course I'll have killed you all by the time it's in effect. But for next time I will know. Because God knows how many more of you there's gonna be. You seem to just be refreshing all of the people every time I blink. Take your spirits and lead them away. Don't know what all your spells are doing, but I'm killing your friends about it. No need for shields. Stop being somewhere else. There you are, you made the mistake of being somewhere where I could face you on the screen. Okie dokie. Now that charged up. And yeah, the exact moment that I achieved that, they were all sodding. Oh no, there's more. And I just ran out as I got to them. Bloody brilliant. Could not have written it, for it was written in the Book of the Prince. Even the fastest silhouettes must be drawn. Take it out of tumbles and run away. Okay. Dare we hope that's enough mercenaries? I would like to think so. Could always be more hiding in the trees. And there will continue to be more every time I sneeze. Oh. I just sort of didn't prod directly, but it acknowledged.
At last, the gate yielded to the powers of light and darkness with which the Reaver had been forged. The way to the pillars was open.
We can get our secret plus bonus now for minus thoughts. Aren't you glad of that? Let's walk onto what is definitely not just a painting. Someone's really Looney Tunesing us right now. We're going to roadrunner all our way back to the monument. What a coherent sentence.